Federally administered tribal areas, Fata is an integral part of Pakistan, covering an area of 27,220 square kilometers and sharing a 1,600 kilometers long and porous border with Afghanistan. According to Article 1 of the Constitution of Pakistan, Fata is a part and parcel of Pakistan. But unfortunately, even after 54 years of the creation of Pakistan, Fata is still an area of lawlessness. It is a land without law, without courts, without any administrative machinery, without banks, without industry and basic infrastructure. In Romanian language, Fata means a woman. The successive governments, whether civilian or military, have violated the basic rights of this Amazon, a mother of about 7 million children. All NGOs, particularly those working for the rights of women, share the responsibility to raise voice for this woman. Successive governments in Pakistan have ensured in Fata the continuation of an old and outdated tribal system, protected by a draconian law commonly known as Frontier Crimes Regulation, FCR. This black law disregards all the fundamental moral, political, democratic, and civilized principles and norms. Despite the fact that Pakistan is a signatory to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of the United Nations Charter, still the tribal people of Fata are denied even the basic fundamental human rights as enshrined in the Constitution of Pakistan. Ironically, all the international and national human rights organizations are shamelessly silent on this issue of grave magnitude. Old and outdated medieval administrative system and out-of-tune education system is considered to be responsible for the social, economic, political, and administrative ills of this tribal society. Fata needs a change. The question arises as to who will bring this change and how. I've been working at close grassroots level links with tribal community for quite a long time and have been making all efforts to address the problems of these often neglected and backward areas of Pakistan by writing, by organizing seminars and workshops, and have been considered a kind of specialist for the federally administered tribal areas of Pakistan. But nothing from the international community or other national NGOs has come out to change the destiny of the people of Fata. I organized many walks, seminars, conferences, and workshops to create awareness about Fata, to talk about the problems that have been faced by Fata, to talk about extremism, about drugs issues, about unemployment, about industries, and have also been working to create awareness about the Frontier Crimes Regulations and its dark aspects, and have been working on different issues with the governments to reform this regulation, to ensure the human rights of the people of these areas. Government departments, teachers, scholars, journalists, NGOs, workers, human rights activists, and students are needed to participate in the reform of these areas, to create awareness about these areas, to share their knowledge about these areas, to share their experiences about these areas, to bring reforms to these areas. The main objective should be is to bring tribal areas at par with settled areas of Pakistan. Fata needs road, electricity, telephone, schools, hospitals, clean drinking water, and industries. I give an open invitation to the government and international NGOs and all the tribal people who are sincere to bring reforms to these areas to come forward and help in bringing social change in order to alleviate the sufferings of the poor tribesmen. We want the people of Pakistan and the people of Fata to be empowered and given full democratic and political rights and freedoms. We demand changes in the frontier crimes regulation for bringing positive change in Fata. We demand constitutional changes that allow the superior courts to operate in Fata and empower the parliament to legislate for the Fata rather than running the affairs of Fata through presidential orders and regulations. Isn't it ironical that the people of Fata have their legislators, their MLAs and senators in the National Assembly and Senate, but they cannot legislate for their own areas. They can legislate for the whole of Pakistan, but they cannot legislate for their own areas, for Fata. Even the parliament is not empowered to legislate for Fata. Isn't it ironical? According to the Constitution of Pakistan, Fata is the part and parcel of Pakistan. But still, the superior courts of Pakistan cannot operate there. There is no police. There is no administrative infrastructure in these areas. There is a law of a jungle. There is one bureaucrat who is the uncrowned king of these areas. He can sentence a person for 3 years imprisonment without giving any reason, without any trial. And the decision of this political agent, this bureaucrat, cannot be challenged in any court of Pakistan. So the Fata is in darkness. Fata's human rights are violated. The people are living in abject conditions. And now the war on terror has been imposed on these people. Rather than tackling the real issue, which is the socio-economic development of these areas, educating the people of Fata, providing them the basic amenities, war has been imposed on them. Nobody is interested for their welfare. Nobody is interested to root out the real cause of extremism in these areas. So we invite all the educated and well-wisher of Fata to come forward and bring a real change into Fata. Fata needs a real change.